Let's go, baby! Let's go! The clock is ticking! What's going on, Grossi? You're 2 minutes late, you son of a gun! What's going on? What do you think this is? What kind of job you think you got? You're freaking 2 minutes late, you son of a gun! Tom Grossi is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Or I was trying to get my webcam to work. But ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Oh, we're here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Well, we thought last week was chaotic. And this week has really started with a bang. You got fracking Tom, baby Brady coming out of retirement because he couldn't stand his family for more than 40 days. He comes out of retirement. I don't get my skillet cookie. And now, the second stream of the day, we put out 3 videos, but we here. Oh, we here. There's a lot to break down. There's a lot to talk about. There have been trades. There have been signings. There have been releases. There's been a million things. And we gonna talk about it all. Green with a fire. Remember when Blood Demon said, nope, you said you pay any price? Well, the Steelers paying that price now. Aren't they? Aren't they? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We are here. We'll talk about Deshaun Watson turning down the Seahawks, and the Colts were knocking on the Texans' door, and they were like, hey, do you think we could get Deshaun Watson? And it was just the Colts and a mustache. And they almost said yes, but then they were like, wait a minute, Bill O'Brien isn't our GM/head coach anymore. Get out of here, you scamps. Sorry to our MVP to Pittsburgh Steelers, Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. But we're going to break it all down. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. It'll be a fun night. We'll enjoy it. I have to say, free agency streams, some of my favorite streams of the entire year. So let's fracking get it. Time to do an intro. Let's go. Grossi Posse Packers! Nation, welcome to another episode of Packcast, a podcast where you don't have to be Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Thomas Free Agency Grossi. Woo! Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. All right, let's get a little bit of a rundown going. Let's get it going. Let's talk about some of the biggest news of the day, because besides the Tom Baby Brady thing that happened yesterday, right, there's a lot to talk about. The biggest news, starting to come this morning. You're starting to see the pieces start to form for some teams. Let's go through some of the biggest news today. First, the Green Bay Packers, ours truly, releasing Zadarius Smith, saving themselves $15 million in cap space. However, one of the best pass rushers on the team gone. The Packers, I think, will be okay because we got Rashawn Gary and, of course, we got Preston Smith, but still a loss, and it still stings, and the Smith brothers not being together hurts my soul. So that's that one definitely hurt. That one definitely hurt. Go Bucks would have fired. Sean Watson should have gone to Commanders. He and Snyder would have really gotten along. Terrible organization. Christopher would have toured as a Hawks fan. Can't wait for college football. Yeah, that's what we got to talk about. Packers also cut Billy Turner, of course, so losing some offensive line depth. The interesting thing is, because they were talking about an injury designation, that he wasn't at full strength for the 49ers game, which then goes, why did we play him then at left tackle and not Josh Neiman? That's neither here nor there. It's okay. I'm really over it. I'm totally over it. You got Mitch Trubisky, the MVP, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the problem is that that's better than what they currently have with Mason Rudolph. So once you're excited for Mitch Trubisky and start talking yourself into him, you done messed up. Bailey would have fired as a Pats fan. Said about Mr. Interception, but hey, we're bringing back some other key players like Brian Hoyer. Yeah, the Patriots letting J.C. Jackson sign with the Chargers. And now Mr. Interception is heading on over to LA. And you look at the Chargers, and we do this every year, and they're like, wow, they should be pretty good. They got Derwin James, J.C. Jackson. Now they got Bosa. And on top of that, they got Khalil frackin' Mack. And they're still somehow going to miss the playoffs. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they will find a way. But the Chargers having themselves an interesting offseason. Of course, over on Green Bay Packers news, extending Preston Smith for $52.5 million. Getting him for another 4 years. On top of that, the big news, Devondre Campbell. 5 years, $50 million. All pro. Second amongst all linebackers last year. Coming back to the Packers. I am stoked. Ryan, hey Tom. Atlanta lose NFL tackle leader. Yeah, I saw that to Jacksonville. You think replace him in the draft this year? That's the thing. I don't even know where you begin with the Falcons to draft. Like there's a lot of pieces that you got to take a look at. I don't even know where you begin. Brooke, welcome to the Grossi posse. Jason with a fire. How about the Eagles bringing home? I saw that. He's coming home. He's coming home. Reddick is coming home. Jonathan Turp, pray for Houdat. Saints might get Watson. Dude, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Them and the Panthers. You know, Watson turned down the Seahawks. No to the Colts. It's between the Panthers and the Saints. Within the next 48 hours, he's meeting with them both. On top of that, guys I currently don't like. Christian Kirk. Let's talk about Christian Kirk for a second. Christian Kirk, I saw he was going to be a free agent, and I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, he'll get, like, some decent money. Like, they're talking about MVS getting $10 million, but I'm like, okay, well, he has that speed. And Christian Kirk is not, like, a wide receiver one. He's a solid wide receiver, too, don't get me wrong. But the Jaguars are just like, well, how do we entice a player to want to come and play for this dumpster fire of an organization? I know, we will throw boats of money at Christian Kirk. And they are. And I mean boats of money. And I'm just like, holy crap, man. Davante Adams is sitting there like, because every single time that happens, he's just like, well, it just went up by another $1 million. Davante Adams is going to get like $30 million. It's not going to be a good time. Like it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. But Christian Kirk right now, let's see. I mean, again, they have the money. So Christian Kirk, well, his full contract, let's see here. Don't care. Yeah. 84-year deal, $84 million for Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk, $84 million. That'd be a lot of money. Magic with Terry. Did you see Adam's news about him not playing on the franchise tag? Yep, I did a video about it today. Not terribly surprised. The guy wants to get paid. I'm not worrying about it, though. The Packers have over 4 months to figure it out. They have until July 15th to figure it out, come to an extension with Davante Adams. If they don't, then it's time to panic because it's going to cost the Packers $20 million, and Davante Adams could sit out, and that would be a big, big problem. But for right this second, I'm not terribly upset. Vagabond Firework, the Jags playing fighty chess, getting other teams to spend more cap for players, obviously better than Kirk. I mean, yeah, I think we're giving them a little too much credit with that, but Jim with a fire, the Giants on offensive line, you did it! That's true! You're gonna protect Daniel Jones. It's still Daniel Jones. It is. Jonathan Tour, Jags should give a ticket to AEW to free agents to come play. Yes, I agree. Imagine getting a player at $84 million. Couldn't be me. Oh yeah, Kirk Cousins. We talked about it this morning though. Yes, Kirk Cousins. Oh, you beautiful son of a gun. Getting that guaranteed money. Kirk Cousins made over $200 million in his career. God, I wish. Bart, happy with the moves my Chargers making. Yeah, if you're a Chargers fan, you got to be living on Cloud 9 right now. Angel at tour. The Jaguars screwed over the wide receiver market. Yeah, thanks for that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know, it's not like we're trying to sign a Hall of Famer. It's fine. Draco, Tom. Why is Draco not on your YouTube member list at the end of your vids? I've been subscribed for 15 months. Love, brother. Keep up the good work. Draco, you part of the Grossi Posse Plus? That's how you get in there. If you are, you should be in there. Unless you should be. Should be. If not, I'll double check after the stream though, and if not, then I'll throw you in there. I apologize. Claudio to her car to the Browns. Yeah, I mean, like, do you dump off? I think they're gonna stick with Baker Mayfield. I think the Browns are still gonna stick with Baker Mayfield for one more year and be like, hey, buddy, like it's your turn. Cryptics, Tom, based on some new NFC South news, you think Watson will come to the division? I do. I think it's between those two teams. It's between the Saints and it's between the Panthers. Vagabond, if I know we joke, but I'm actually happy Trubisky's getting another shot. Hope he does well. That way we could all collectively laugh the Bears. 1,000,000%. Tom Grossi agrees. Tom Grossi agrees. Professor Chaos with a two. Does that mean Devontae Adams wants more than $84 million? I mean, it depends on how much it's going to be. But, like, you might see, like, a 2-year, $60 million deal. Like, there's potential with that. Tanya, so heartbroken day. I know. CJ Uzama's gone. He's going to the Jets. CJ Uzama, the guy who took the nation by storm as the Bengals made their way to the Super Bowl, going to the Jets. Godspeed, CJ. That's all I can say to you. Sir, it's your big brain move. Packers are 7-0 without Adams. Big brain. Big brain. Bomb with a fire. 3rd and 5th for the Raiders for Adams. Who says no? Me? I say no. Jarvis Landry getting released by the Browns. He's free to sign with any team. I mean, that's a pipe dream, but I would love Jarvis Landry on the team. I think he's just such an underrated wide receiver. Like, he's just such a great possession receiver. Jason Ventura wanted Godwin. Eagles, get William, please. Listen, Eagles, they're making some moves. Matthew with a fire. Given their history, I think Deshaun would be the perfect successor to Big Ben. Legacy. LQ, 10 months. Rams get extension to their center on the same day. Lions give a deal to their backup center. Coincidence? I think not. It's just collusion. They both won a Super Bowl this last past season, so it's big for them. Insane with two are saying, "Star guys show ball." Yes, maybe with Trubisky. I think again, I still think they're gonna draft a QB. But if they don't, like, the right one doesn't fall to them, then they'll be like, all right, screw it. Like, we'll have it between Trubisky and Rudolph. Raul! Hey, Tom! First straight I've been able to tune in for a while, and holy one-liner, what a day. Today, fellas, someone left Madden running on franchise mode. Can't wait for the rest of the chaos. If only EA could make their franchise mode good, but oh, yeah. I'm telling you, it's a wild time right now. It's a wild time. Brooklyn Fire, RIP Uzama, taking that Cincinnati chili dive. True. Jim Rocker saying, Gettleman screwed us over for years. How long can we actually hope? Might be hope someday. Dude, yeah. I mean, the offensive line, that's a problem. You need Kenny Galladay to score a touchdown. That would probably be good. Also, first round wide receivers should probably score a touchdown. I don't think Daniel Jones is the answer, but it goes beyond that because not only do you need the line, which again, you're signing, which is good, but like, I don't even know if Saquon is the guy anymore. I mean, he's always getting hurt. I'm not even saying it's all his fault because, like, obviously, like, your line is not good, but yeah, it's rough. Gettleman definitely did a number on that organization and it wasn't good. Superior Terror keeps getting better and better. Bolt up! Draco! Upgrade to Grossi Posse Plus. Well, now, Draco, now I get to put it. Well, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Thanks, bud. Nick, welcome to the Grossi Posse. Mr. to fire. So I'm curious what happens with Gronk now. Brady's back. Did he say he'd like to play with Burrow? Yeah, I think he's going back to the Bucks. He put out like a little short too of like him and Brady laughing. So yeah, if Brady's coming back, I think he's going back 100%. Jonathan to fire. Did not expect to see the Packers get Campbell back. Dude, I am so fracking excited. I am so excited. Devondre Campbell, besides Devontae Adams, obviously, was the number one guy that I wanted back, and they got him. Now, everything else after that is cake. You're going to see a Jair Alexander extension coming soon. We'll get the Aaron Rodgers details coming soon. Adrian Amos probably going to get extended and probably restructured a little bit. I think he's a very underrated safety. And if we're able to get like a Rasul Douglas too, phenomenal. Robert, do you think we'll hear Watson's decision tonight? No, he said within the next 48 hours he's going to meet with the team, so I would imagine this week. Maryland to fire. I think the Packers will clear up the Tay issue. It's going to come down to just paying him a whole bunch of money. There's no way to get around it. I think it's just going to come down to how much money are you going to pay him. You know, the cap goes up in 2024 substantially, so, or at least it's expected to. So you're just going to be pushing money way down the line. But they have to get something done because the alternative is that he sits and it still costs us $20 million the franchise tag. Jason with Tom, if Eagles get Williams, defense is god tier. I mean, that would be helpful. That would be helpful. I mean, maybe the Eagles fan base can just bully them into getting defenders because you bullied them into running the ball. So, holy crap. Zay Jones is going to the Jaguars and is getting $30 million? Like, Zay Jones is fine, but like $30 million for 3 years. Oh my God. Galling with fire. Notice it's a free agency, but Scott Hall has just died. I saw that they took him off life support. Did he actually pass? That is very sad. I'm thinking about him and his family. Yeah, that is very sad. Tunyon, we don't know yet. Just overpaying all the wide receivers. Like why? Like, Zay Jones is fine. Like, he's a good receiver. $30 million though? You're averaging $10 million a year? Oh, he just passed away. Yeah, that does suck. That's terrible. That's don't like that. Don't like that at all. But yeah, Zay Jones, I get, like, nice guy, everything like that. But like, that's something, this was a conversation on Twitter before, that the Jaguars are drastically overpaying these guys. And it's just like crushing the market. So like, for example, the Cardinals did this. I mean, they extended Zach Ertz for 3 years. He's 31 years old. He's a top 10 paid tight end. But the bigger thing is, like, the Cardinals did this with the Hopkins contract. When they added the contract on, it threw the wide receiver market so out of whack. And now, I mean, especially after COVID and stuff, you're going to start to see some of these contracts just like hit new ceilings. And if you're trying to sign someone right now, Bombwitzer, Carr keeps getting okay receivers paid. Thank you, Carr. Doing God's work. I'll see it a fire. Kirk averaged 52 yards per game in his career so far. That average continues to play all 17 games. He will make $23.8K per yard. Now that's a stat. Golden Winter just sprayed his Steelers, do what the Bears did last year. Get Andy Dalton. Hold on, wait. Sorry, fans, he'll start draft a QB1. Please, God, pick it. I think he'll still draft a QB. I do. Nick Winter, how you feel about the Dolphins free agency so far? Yeah, I mean, they're making some moves. They're making some moves. I think that the Dolphins are a weird team to try and like figure out also. Like they're a bit of an odd duck. You know, their defense and special teams was really good. It's just making that offense better, man, because their offense just so stagnant. But going and getting running backs, you know, get a run game. That helps. Getting Cedric Wilson, you know, not like an elite guy, but it helps. Dynasty Tour, Dolphins get Edmonds and Cedric Wilson. Yeah, I mean, you need a run game. I think you were like, what, number 32? I think, right? 32? Mr. Atura, how else are they supposed to get guys to go there? True. Matt, thoughts on Mr. Trubisky signing with Pittsburgh? I don't think it's a bad pickup. I mean, the thing is, did the actual contract numbers come out yet? I'm curious to see those. But the bigger thing is they didn't have to trade for him. Like, they didn't have to give up any draft picks or anything like that. They could sign. I know it's like a 2-year deal is what I saw. But I didn't know the exact money that came with it. But why not? You know, at least you get a veteran back there. It's better than Rudolph. And worst case scenario, if the draft doesn't go your way, you still have a guy who can at least start. So, Jason, would you be mad if Smith went to the Eagles? I just don't want him to go to the NFC North. I hope he does well. Go back to the Ravens. Go back home. You know? Mason with the fire. This makes the Cooper trade look even better now. It was off of that contract, man. Like, the contract was why they actually did that trade. So the Cowboys were not in a good position. You know, they're paying some of their guys. They're actually keeping some people, but the Amari Cooper trade, it was for literally a 5th rounder and a swap of 6th. So, yep. That's an interesting. Oh, is it 2 for 30? Is that what it is? Like the Trubisky numbers? It's like 15 a pop? I didn't see where it was, but yep. Yeah, there's just Zay Jones, man. Zay freaking fracking Jones. This is so much money. It's so freaking fracking much money. Goal attorney, I have a platform to speak on my opinions openly. Just want to say, why the Steelers never make big moves? Sign Wagner, sign actual O-lineman, and now repair our worst starter by $20 million. Yeah, I would say you need to invest in that O-line. Like, the O-line needs to actually get some thoughts, because if not, it doesn't matter who's going to be behind, center. They're going to die. So, Bobby Wagner, I mean, there's a lot of places Bobby Wagner can go. I mean, they need to have, like, a decent amount of cap, I would imagine. I would love... they don't need to go to the Broncos, but I'd just love to see the reunion of that. I mean, there's a couple... Maybe he goes to the Ravens. Like, there's a couple places he can go. So, yeah, Reddick definitely got a payday. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did we waste a draft pick on Jordan Love? I don't know yet. Right now, it looks like it. Like, who knows what it's going to look like in 2 years. If Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl this year, and he says deuces, or at the end of the season, he's like, I don't feel like I want to come back anymore. That's the thing. We don't know Aaron Rodgers' deal, and that's the big problem. Because without knowing, we don't know how long he's intending to stay. So, Allen Robinson's talking to the Lions. Tell me that... I'm sorry. Allen Robinson had a choice to catch passes from Aaron Rodgers. And he's like, no, I'm going to go the Bears and catch balls from Mitch Trubisky, Andy Dalton, and Nick Foles. And now he's going to go catch for Jared Goff. Oh, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Batman with a fire says, kind of upset my team, the Raiders, hadn't made any signings today, but holy poop, I'm glad we didn't sign Zay for $30 million. Yup. Honestly, like, this is not going to be a popular opinion. That was me with Micah Hyde. I liked Micah Hyde a lot when he was on the Packers, and he obviously went to Buffalo and had an amazing career and was very, very good and, like, very beneficial. But at the time, in the scheme that we had him in, he was not doing what he did in Buffalo. And then Buffalo gave him a lot of money. And so, like, I was like, okay, like, that makes sense. Casey Hayward was the one I was more upset about because I was like, okay, we could have paid him. But Micah Hyde is too much money. And sometimes that's just what happens. Jason Turner, time if Eagles gets Davis, Dean, Olaf, yeah, it's over. Go get those wide receivers, buddy. You go get those wide receivers. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. Yeah, Vagabond, if I see the $200 million deal again, I'm going to throw myself into a wall. Cal Fire breaking. Vontae Adams signs a league minimum and a cap savings move so the Packers may sign Tom Grossi to a multi-year deal. I mean, I don't want to say that's what you should do, but as an owner... Great Dixer Turret. Any games with Packers this season that scare you? Well, don't we have to play the Buccaneers? Let's see. They're 2022 opponents. What we got here? Rams, of course, will be difficult. Titans should be a fun game. Cowboys, can't wait for that one. I'd say the Bucks and the Bills. Those are definitely going to be tough games. The Bucks and Bills are away, too. So that will be interesting. Yeah, Robinson's from Detroit. It makes sense. Flying with a fire. I missed a lot of news today. What big move did my Colts make with their $70 million cap space? Not a whole lot. But don't worry, you'll get Jimmy G. Sorry. Matthew, if I wonder if Wentz is ready to return to Philly, I don't envy him. No, I don't. Shiny with a fire. I want to salute Jarvis Landry for his service to the Browns. We got Amari Cooper for a song and a dance. Yeah. I love Jarvis Landry. I wanted him on the Packers for a long, long time, but I don't think it's going to happen. Toe to fire. Titans and Packers clutch up and make it to the bowl this year. God, I hope so. No to fire. R.I.P. Razor, Ramon, Scott Hall, NWO for life. I know. Very sad. Very sad. 3 heart attacks after hip surgery. That's just terrible. Just terrible. Jason O'Toole, can't wait for Reddick to sack Wentz. Dude, I'm telling you, that game, they're going to make that a primetime game just for the pandemonium. Blue to Fire saying, as a Panthers fan, I'm lost at this point. Seriously, what should we do? We also lost Reddick, which was a bit hit on defense. Yeah, you did. I mean, let me put it this way. Deshaun Watson will solve a lot of your problems. Not your PR problems. That'll create a lot more PR problems, but, him and McCaffrey and, like, DJ Moore, it'd be explosive offense. And then you have a young defense. It's just got to hope those guys, actually develop. J Pitt with a fire. You got Brian Burns, always good. I just hope my Raiders can get Allen Robinson. I think him and Carr would be a great duo. Allen Robinson would be a lot of fun on that team. I agree with that. SL with fire. Gonna miss Uzama. But on the bright side, we did get a couple linemen to save Burrow's life. Yep, and I would not be surprised if you draft a couple of linemen too. Because just Just do that. What if Deshaun comes back and he sucks? Dude, you give up 3 firsts. And again, he's probably going to be suspended for like at least 3 games. I think it's probably going to be 6. You still have all those civil suits. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is risky. I mean, he is one of the best quarterbacks when he is on the field. Or at least since the last time he played. Pizzle with a 2er. Fins up, baby. Mike would fire. I see Starfleet Command gave Captain Kirk another year. Captain Kirk fleecing Vikings for $250 million. It's just so great. It's so great. Can't believe you're already 3/4 of the way done. Yeah, I got 9 teams left. I was working on the Bears one, but Chandler Jones just posted a video of him walking through U.S. Bank. No, thank you. No, thank you. All about what it is. Rams fan. I love playing the Buccaneers. True. Yeah. Jason to Bobby Wagner to Philly. I'd be so happy. That'd be something. Honestly, every single time a wide receiver gets overpaid, though, woof. It just hurts my soul. That's it. There he is. Yep, and Chandler Jones. No. Love it to her. Yeah, you'd love Chandler Jones. He'll have 5 sacks in the first week, and then that's it. No, he'd be fun. He'd be a good addition for the Vikings, which is why I hate it. Flying with a fire. How much you want to bet Calvin gets a longer suspension? Betting on what Watson gets for the whole debacle. Oh, I don't doubt that at all. Cryptics with a tour, but don't bet on it if you're Calvin Ridley. If Panthers get DW, can they hang with the Bucks and Saints? I think so. I mean, he is going to mask a lot of problems that the Panthers would have, but like the Panthers should be good. When they had Teddy 2 years ago, like they were going up, like they were keeping it close with good teams. So I think you're going to need a lot of guys to step up, but Christian McCaffrey also needs to frickin' stay healthy. Like that's a lot of that's going to, be important too. FSU with a fire. Money Mitch on a team that will start. Do you think it'll be any good with Johnson, Muth and Claypool, Najee, Washington, Ebron, and Snell? I mean, yeah, he could be. I think the obsession with Trubisky and being like, oh, he's going to be in high demand is either 1, smoke and mirrors, 2, people literally have the shortest memory spans, or 3, they really think that he has improved or it was all Matt Nagy's fault. And I did videos on this, that it is not Mitch Trubisky's fault when he was on the Bears, which it wasn't. However, like, at the end of the day, there is some that is him. There are limitations for him. He needs an offensive line, but like, quite honestly, he needs a strong run game, because when the Bears went to the playoffs, that first year when they were in the wild card and won the division, they had a strong run game. Their defense was amazing. The Steelers' defense can be very good. Their run game, it needs to get better by investing in the offensive line. You're able to do that and actually scheme for Trubisky so he can be mobile and get out of the pocket and, move the football with his legs. Then yeah, he could be really good. I think Mike Tomlin is a great coach for Trubisky to go to, because I think he's going to put him in the best situation to succeed. That's my whole thoughts on Mitch Trubisky. Carter return. What about Bobby Wagner to the Lions? That'd be interesting. Golden Tour Scott Hall has officially passed away. Rest in peace, the bad guy. No, it's very sad. It is. Yeah. Joey with a tour saying, Rasul, please come back. I gotta be honest, even if we don't re-sign anyone else, I like Rasul Douglas a lot, but we got Devondre Campbell. I'm very happy. Apparently, the teams who have expressed the most interest in Jarvis Landry are the Chiefs and the Saints. Oh, he could be fun on the Chiefs. Be fun on the Saints, too. Oh, God, with Watson? Jason Turk, we all rejoice that Wentz is back in the NFC. He's not. There's no rejoicing for him. Nope. I saw that. James Conner, 3 more years. It's your boy, dude. What a season he had. It's your boy, with a tour. Jaguars just signed fantasy waiver wire studs. They're just like, yeah, why not? This guy, I mean, that's what they did last year, though, right? Didn't they, get their offensive lineman and they paid, he's, totally, a mediocre, okay player, and they gave him, a crap ton of money? Cryptics with tour, tougher matchup for Panthers, Bucks or Saints? It might be Saints. If you have Deshaun Watson, Saints. Mitchell with time. Besides any re-signs, what realistic sign do you think would make the Chiefs better? Ooh, that's a good question. I think getting a dedicated number 3 wide receiver would probably be good. Because you have guys like Pringle, don't get me wrong, they're fine. But I think you need another one. Like, I think Landry would do good. He's a great possession receiver. The defense, you look at the secondary needs some help. So I would say that. If you guys lose Frank Clark too, like, meh. Cody Tour, throw a toothpick for Razor tonight. True story. Angel with a fire. As a Rams fan, I just want a middle linebacker that doesn't turn brain dead with motion and can actually cover something. I hear you. Neil Winter, which Kirk has better agent, Christian or Cousin? Oh, it's Cousins. Okay, Kirk Cousins' agent should be put in the Hall of Fame. He made him $200 million. Put him in. And Kirk Cousins, man, and again, he's not awful by any stretch, but he just, like, his contracts are always up when the market is, like, abysmal for QBs. Like, he got paid an insane amount of money to go to the Vikings because he was, like, the hottest QB free agent. Yeah, he's been very fortunate. Mr. Fire Trubisky is probably the best QB the Steelers could get without giving up draft picks they use for the O-line. Agreed. Completely agree with that. Colin Fire, we let Jackson walk for Devin McCourty and Brian Hoyer. Yeah, I've been talking to Perna about this. I was talking to my friend Max about this. Like, again, you don't have Brady anymore. You don't have that leverage. You can't say, yeah, take a hike. We'll pay you like $3 million to come back because we know you're going to probably go to the Super Bowl. They don't have that leverage anymore. And I thought with J.C. Jackson, like, since the defense is that staple and they spent so much money in free agency last year, and the deal for J.C. Jackson is not abysmal. He's still a top 5 paid CB, but it's not like he's the highest paid. I thought you would have kept him. So maybe I don't know. MSU at tenor. I think it's a good pickup if we don't get a QB this year in the draft because we have him for 2 years. When Young is there, maybe we can get him. I think get an O lineman. Yeah, I agree with that. You have to build the trenches. It's boring picks, really boring picks, but that's what helps you win football games. Night with a Fire Theory. Jags always overpay because they have to pay a lot extra to get people to actually want to play there. Completely agree. Arm with a Fire is a Saints fan. Hold my breath. Every time we have new like this, they always fall through. But Watson jail would be fun with my Saints. Yeah, Landry. Jason Otura, Bengals signed Armstead and they're back in the Super Bowl. Dude, they signed Armstead, that'd be a home run for them. But the Steelers should also look at that too. Vagabond Fire, Brady's back, no Drew Brees, no Sean Payton, possibly no Thomas or Winston, and somehow the Saints will probably still sweep the Bucs this year. It is written. This is the way. Sitting with a tour. America Ryan the Tanks in 2022. Rock. Yep. Janine! He's a dentist, Janine! Just got here. Why the Steelers go with Mitch? Forget the Blood Demon this year. They can't even help us this year. Listen, Janine. Him or Mason Rudolph? Who do you prefer? You know what you have in Mason Rudolph, and it's not good. Snack with a Fire. I was in class when I saw the Wilson news, screamed at the top of my lungs and shed tears. Never seen a teacher jump into the sun before. I hope she's okay. Yes. I mean, it's a happy thing, though. It's a happy thing. William Matera, Tom, what the freaking fracking heck is going on? My 49ers not doing anything. Patience. Maybe you get Stephon Gilmore. That'd be nice for the secondary. Sam, did you see the Chandler Jones story? Yup. Hanging out in the Viking Stadium. Great. Cryptic Sotura, one more. Why the Bucs struggle against the Saints? I think they have like a suffocating defense. And they know how to play him really well. You get after Brady, and that was it. High Fidelity. I watch a lot of esports where teams would bring in online personalities to promote and cover the team. Do you see traditional sports ever doing that? Yes. 100%. I mean, you see the NFL pivoting a bit because, like, they know I exist. I don't think I could talk about it. Back in the day, they basically, like, talked to me about streaming stuff for the NFL. And then the whole platform they were trying to do, like, fell through. So, but you see it with, like, the Manning cast and things like that because they see that, there's online personalities and streamers who get thousands of people in their stream, so they want to capitalize on that as much as possible. And that's why, like, the Manning brothers got, like, that huge deal with ESPN. So yeah, I mean, if it makes them money and it gets more eyes on the product, 100%. King and Fire Cowboys fan here. Must be nice to have a front office that's aggressive in free agency. I mean, you guys are really aggressive, league giving players away. Didn't you just pay DeMarcus Lawrence? That's nice, right? It's your boy tour. If Watson goes to New Orleans, where you see Jameis going. I think he's going to have options. I mean, like, you go to the Colts. I think that's going to be Jimmy G, though. Maybe he goes to the Panthers. You know, maybe, I mean, I think it just goes, like, wherever Watson doesn't go. So there's a couple things there. Colts situation, I mean, everything I'm reading looks like it's going to be Jimmy G. Which, again, I think he could do it. I think he could do an adequate job and get you to where you need to go. It's just not like, oh my God, it's the most exciting signing in the world. It's very like, okay. That's okay, I guess. Cool. It's not gonna like make anybody excited though. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Good God, Zay Jones. I also like it. That's just, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's so much money. Snake Widator confirming that teacher is in low Earth orbit. Oops. I will say though, I think like the Jaguars do this. A lot of bad teams do that. They're just like, hey, like we need to pay you extra money because one, we have the cap space because we're bad, and two, we know that you're not going to come and play. Lucas Couture, can't wait for Rodgers to not have any receivers except Tom Grossi. They're going to have to draft a couple. They're going to have to. Maybe they do in the first. I don't know. Joe to Fire Tom. What am I Pats doing? All I want is Robinson for Mac to help him. Yeah. Jags and Jets do all the sign, not make the playoffs again. Yeah, I mean, Robinson, on the Patriots would be a lot of fun. You guys need receivers. That would be very interesting. Maybe because you didn't get J.C. Jackson, you're going to make a play for Robinson. Nicholas Fire, given that Juju and Trubisky had some connection prior to the draft, you think he'd come back to the Steelers? Would he? Sure. I think he could. Is he allowed to do TikToks? Math with a fiver is saying that we already laughed at Tree and the Steelers for signing Trubisky. Again, I don't think it's the worst signing. I don't think it's the worst, but it's kind of funny that he kept saying Perna was going to get Kirk Cousins and then he got Trubisky. Janine would have fire. With the money we save on Mitch, are we going to get a real O-line? Janine, that is the $1 million question right there. Probably going to draft. Eduardo would have fire. I was in a public place when I saw Campbell's news. Let's just say I got weird looks for my reaction. I don't blame you. Dude, I was so happy. I was so happy. Thoughts on the Broncos being patient? You guys got Wilson. You made arguably the biggest signing of the offseason. Like, even if you don't make a single move, you're good. You're vibing. I think they're going to keep Adams, the Packers? Well, they have to. He's going to be there. Whether he plays or not, that's a different story. Supermax, hey, Tom. I feel like we really haven't done much. Tom Brady run over my Bills. I hope we can go all the way. I mean, I think the Bills are a really strong team, so I don't think you really had to do too much. You guys we'll give up Cole Beasley, though, and you just hear crickets. Merrill with a fire. You think the Packers make any big free agency pickups this offseason with our cap space situation? Nope. Nope. Preston Smith and Devondre Campbell are huge free agency acquisitions. I know it's not sexy because they weren't on other teams, but like Preston Smith had a great year last year. Devondre Campbell was one of the best linebackers in football. They signed an all-pro linebacker. That's phenomenal. So no, I don't see them doing like insanely big moves. They just don't have the money for it. They don't have the space for it. So Galatasaray New England's going to be desperate for a right tackle and soon left tackle over wide receiver personally. That makes sense too. They just want to run the ball. FSU with a fire. A-Rob and Steelers. Oops. Steelers is interested in him, so he could change him with Juju. Imagine A-Rob and Mitch on the same team again. That'd be crazy. I don't know if Robinson would want to go. Holly! Hey, all. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Holly Hundo, good to see you. Day 134 of your reign. On Culture Fire, you going to stop by a dumpster fire tomorrow? Enjoy Tree suffering? Probably. I might be streaming. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a crazy night. We'll see. Bob, how's Springsteen feeling about the Jets' free agency moves? Probably still going to suck, but CJ Uzama? Nice. Forbes Fire, Titans fan here. What moves do you think we could pull out with our limited cap space? We were Gronk talks, but it fell through. Yeah, Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know who you go after. Maybe you go after a guy like Tunyon, honestly. That might be a good pickup for you. You want another tight end? Go for Tunyon. Beals, thanks for the tour. God's Butt Monkey with a tire. Chargers signed Jackson, trade for Mack, and re-sign Williams, so I dare have hope. Buddy, if not now, when? You just have to stop the run. But seriously, like, you kind of have to. Like, it's enough. Like, you have you have a window with Herbert. Gotta take advantage of it. Because when that man needs to get an extension, oh baby, that's gonna be a lot of money. You boy at a fire. The only free agent they get with a cap is a few McChickens. True. It might even, I think it might just be one. Amateur. We give for Watson as the Panthers. I mean, the Texans are holding strong on 3 first-round picks. So, if I'm the Texans, I'm trading him to the Panthers. I mean, there's a no trade clause, but I'm trading him to the Panthers because I think that they would do worse than the Saints if the Saints had... Let me rephrase. The Panthers, I think, with Deshaun Watson, would at least be worse than the Saints with Deshaun Watson. So, like, the draft picks would be better for the Texans. Blueter, how good is Xavier Woods? Haven't watched him. Let's put it this way. Vikings fans are really pissed off. On culture, too, what if Trubisky's actually good? I wouldn't be terribly shocked. I think Mike Tomlin is an amazing coach for him to go under. He's a phenomenal coach. He knows what he's doing. You invest in an O-line, I think Trubisky's going to be solid. Mather Fire, doesn't Sean Watson have a winning record against Tom Brady, at least in regular season, or am I just crazy and trying to cling on to good times? I think he might. I couldn't confirm that, though. Kyle Tanner, because of Rodgers' super fun contract, can we trade for Bakhtiari? Just curious. Could we? Sure. Will we? No. We definitely won't. Jake with a fire. We don't even know Aaron Rodgers' contract yet. Jake Fire, what do you think the Bills will get in free agency? And Allen or Stafford? Allen. I'd definitely pick Allen right now. I love Matthew Stafford, but I go Allen. Bills? Maybe get another receiver to replace Beasley? I think. Soul with a fire. It's Browns fan. Soul Watson situation along with rumors super uncomfortable. Yep. Mitchell Fire, wait, you acted like the Texans would do something logical? No, I'm just saying what I would do, so they're not going to do it. Matthew Fire, Trubisky is being held back by Nagy. He'll be okay, I hope. Yeah, whatever you got to tell yourself. But honestly, I think he's going to be put in the best position as long as you get an offensive line. You have to invest in it. Because if you don't, it's going to be bad. K McIntyre, because again, look at Najee Harris trying to run last year. That tells you everything you need to know. K McIntyre, Lawrence extended for 3 years, 40 mil, 30 guaranteed, freed up 12 mil for the cap before they go after Wagner and re-sign Gregory. Ooh, there you go. There you go. Back on tour. Bets on Brady's retirement age. I'm betting 50. I think 45. Yeah, I think he's 45. He goes. I think 45. Oh, and kind of makes sense. Again, I don't think the Trubisky thing is bad. It's their offensive line that's a huge problem. It doesn't matter who they would have had last year behind center. I mean, it didn't help that they literally had a tree, but, you know. Invest in your O-line. Every single QB will thank you. If you don't believe me, ask Joe Burrow. Ask Andrew Luck. Come on now. Like, come on. All I'm saying. I'm telling Bengals get Armstead, though. That'd be wild. That would be wild. I would be all about it. Big brain. Big brain. That's it. I don't know. Packers, they have so many options in this draft. I really, really want them to spend some draft capital to get someone on the line with Kenny Clark. They're going to have to get offensive line depth. They need wide receivers, obviously. Those are, I'll do like a top 5 draft needs for the Packers, but like those are your 3. Depending on what happens with tight end might be up there too, which is shocking considering how many that we have drafted. But, you know, if Tunyon leaves, who knows what's going on with the big dog. But, yeah. Brett, Tom, I was teaching in the Packers news hit. I felt like you. My first free agency without teaching and feeling trapped in a meeting or like on my break or some crap that I can't do videos. Oh, I did 3 videos today, and this is my second stream, and I could not be happier. I could not be happier. Just like being able to do that and not feeling like that trapped feeling. Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. But Austin Hooper, so we could go hoop. Like that? Like that? Yeah, Devontae Adams is going to get paid a lot of money. And again, rightfully so. Rightfully so. K-Mac with a tire saying Austin Cooper's $20 million cap hit next 3 years. Wide receiver market's insane as Kirk now is a 3rd highest paid receiver. They'll draft wide receiver no lower than the 2nd. Love you, Tom. Also former teacher here. What's going on, K-Mac? Yeah, I think wide receiver is likely to come in the 2nd round, probably. They might go first. They might. What's going on, Rachel? William with a fire. So how long until the Packers draft Kenny Pickett? When's the draft? Cole. To our Chargers going ham on defense. Why not get Wagner? What is their cap space? Let's see. Chargers cap space. Let's take a gander here. All right, so they got 13 mil. So, like, they have a little wiggle room, but just why not? I mean, they drafted. I mean, they gave up a lot of draft capital to get their guy, but Jason Terry, Eagles in talks with Williams and Gilmore. They're just like, yeah, screw it. We're just going to run the ball and just all the time and defense. Sean, do you think there's reason AR hasn't signed yet? I think they're just working out contract details at this point. So, what makes the most sense? Miles with a fire. Will Clickbait Crew do a mock draft special for the draft for fun? Yeah, absolutely. We'll do it like we did last year. Snake with her thoughts on Denver again. Big Willie Wilson. It's great. It's great. Jonathan with tour. Hey, you. Hey, yo. Yeah, Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon. Oh, there you go. Sebastian Joseph Day of the Chargers, 3 years. Oh, there you go. There you go. Joseph Day. There you go. Maybe you could stop the run. There you go. Listen, they're going ham on defense right now. They're like, listen, we need everybody. We need everyone. Lauren, what's your thoughts on Devontae Adams being unhappy? I think almost every single player is unhappy playing on the franchise tag. So, again, I'm not shocked. It's just a tool right now to give the Packers 4 months to try to make a deal. Armando, I heard the Ravens were interested in Z. I thought so too. I thought so too. Maybe it's a homecoming. It could be. I mean, he'd be great on the team. They're going to pay him some money, though. They are going to pay him a bunch of money. Mariota, maybe like with the bargain bin guys. I think maybe he's a backup, and then maybe, he gets a shot. Like he competes against like a newly drafted guy. Jason Turner, Eagles secondary with Gilmore, Slay, and Williams. That would be pretty sick. Yeah, they become a run-first team, and they have a great defense. They do some damage. Yeah, Joseph Day, the Chargers, big though. That is a big deal. Because they've needed defensive help. I mean, again, they just could not stop the run to save their life. I thought their defense would be much better last year, too, with a healthy Derwin James. Max Otero, my pitch to Watson as a Saint, you get to beat Brady twice. Also, awaiting this decision is like Christmas morning, either getting a new bike or just Cole. Yeah. The issue is, like, if you give up 3 first-round picks and then he doesn't play for 6, weeks, that might hurt. That might hurt. But we'll see. I mean, Ben, he got suspended. Ruben went to it. Only Thomas Senpai, we still have an inside linebacker. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It makes I can't believe we got him. I've been waiting for so long. Defensive tackle Harrison Phillips signing with the Vikings. There you go. Kip Winter, when the Packers sign you? When they're ready to win a Super Bowl. And they'll come and talk to me. Getting Harrison Phillips. Building that defense back up. Forbes a tour. Not NFL related. Got my driver's license today. Nice, Forbes. Did you blast driver's license while you were driving? Sean, do you miss being a teacher ever? Some aspects of it, but I am loving what I'm doing right now. Emerald with a fire saying, we want Sinclair. Sinclair's tired because I took them both for a very big walk in between my cajillion videos. So I think she's passed out upstairs by the fire. Ryan with a fire. Real reason why Tom Brady came back is because Aaron Rodgers stayed in Green Bay and Tom Brady refers to that as unfinished business. Kill me. Jason with a tour. Jalen Rieger and a 4th for Adams. Who says no? Who says no? Again, I do. I taught history. But I do say no. I don't want that. No, thank you. No thanks. No thanks. Yep. Ugh. Okay. I mean, let's see if this defensive tackle for the for the Vikings actually works. We'll see. We'll see. I am curious where Allen Robinson goes. I think these next 2 days are going to be wild. These next 2 days are going to be crazy. Chloe the fire. I got my first credit card today. I will personally solve the Packers cap issues. Done. We're saved. We're good. We're vibing. Chloe's going to bail us out. They're going to turn and be like, Chloe, can we borrow a credit card again? We've got to give Devontae Adams $30 million a year. Done. Easy. First credit card. Don't look at the bill. Don't look at the bill. Don't do it. Don't do it. But, yeah. Yeah, I will get a comp pick for Z. Yeah, that'll be nice. Again, I'm not too concerned. Rashawn Gary and Preston Smith did real well. The Packers might also draft another edge guy because, you know, Preston Smith is older. Father, what a fire. When Tom Grossi is picked up by a team, they're saying boo. They're not saying boo. They're saying Grossi. Grossi. I can donate like $20 to Green Bay. Will that help? Yes. It will. It will. 100%. Adam freaked out with Phillips signing with the Vikings, and then optimism dies when he read into him. That's the thing. So many people love the new. Like, when you re-sign your own guys, you're like, oh, okay, like, that's good. But, like, when are we going to get the new guys? But then you get some new guys, and then they suck, and you're like, oh. Like, I was that way. Like, I was totally that way. Remember when the Packers were going to get Stephon Gilmore? And I was like, oh, my God, it's going to happen. And then we got Rasul Douglas, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then Rasul Douglas turned out to be really good. Jason, can you imagine Aaron Rodgers, Rieger, and Bo Smiths? Nope. No, I can't. No, I can't. Exactly. Shiny. Wait, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. That's gross. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Chargers, it looks like they're going all in. They're like, hey, the other LA team did it. Big Rich with tours. Does anyone know if Austin Johnson's any good? Let's take a gander, shall we? Let's see. Let's take a look at some stats here. Let's take, he's a former Giant, so already not a great start. All right, so he was a second rounder in 2016. Let's see what his stats are. Let's see what he did last year. All right, he started 17 games, 3.5 sacks. It was his best year. Again, he's a defensive tackle, so 72 combined tackles. So he had his best year last year. 7 QB hits. Seems like okay. Seems like all right. Not going to be like godly. Viewer with a fitty! Boop! We got a fade for the kitty. Viewer. Steelers signed Trubisky, may still guys so bah! Oh, wait, the O-line. That's 100% correct. That is 100% correct. It's like, guys, we're going to do it. We're going to make it. O-line is just like, not so fast. Nay, Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. What's going on, Otto? How we doing? It's so great. It is so great. Jason Winter. Dom, think about it. Rieger, Rodgers, unstoppable. Yeah, you could just drop everything. Kill Hot, what's going on? AFC West is stacked. That's why, like, if you're sitting there and being the Raiders, I mean, like, you know, you got Max Crosby, but, like, you're sitting there going, I'm in danger. Sir Turf, your Steelers GM trade for Watson or sign Mitch. You sign Mitch and invest in the O-line. I think Watson comes with like so many headaches. You know, again, you could be getting a really good player, but it's also like, it's good to know, like, the guy hasn't played in a year. I still think he'll be fine, but invest in that O-line, man. Invest in that O-line, and whatever QB winds up being on the team is going to be better for it. That can take a mediocre quarterback and make them better. So, you know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, I don't know. Sports scares gosh yo bow. I hope Trubisky does well. Don't get me wrong. I hope Trubisky does well. And it's really just because of the Bears. It really is just because of the Bears. It's like, ha ha. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I just want to laugh at the Bears. That's all. Thomas and Fire saying, in the past, I hated the sit-out tag thing, but with how Adams carried the offense and bad wide receiver drafting, I'm with it until he gets his money. If you're a Packers fan, like, I don't know how you can have an argument against Davante Adams getting paid. Like, if you go back, let's take a look. Let's take a look-see. So Davante Adams contract. No, stop it. Stop it. Okay. Oh, this is not what I want. Go to career. Okay. So, looking at what he's made, like, the past few years, I mean, put it this way. In 8 seasons in the NFL, he's been there 8 seasons, he has made $30.7 million in salary. He's gotten roster bonuses, signing bonuses, what have you. So his total earnings are $61 million for 8 years. That's it. Not even $10 million a year. So let that sink in, that in 8 years, he's only made $61 million. Christian Kirk just got $84 million. Davante Adams is so underpaid. He should be getting $30 million a year. It sucks for me, and it sucks for the Packers and their cap space. But good God, man. Like, he's 29 years old. Like, this is the last time he's going to get, like, a mega deal. He deserves 30 mil. Snake Witcher, Denver, do something. Don't just sign a backup guard. I mean, you did get your QB. So, Ruben would fire. You think we trade Adams to a team with a high draft pick like the Jags, load up on wide receiver or DT or double dip in either? I don't think that's... I think the game plan is to keep Davante Adams, in my humble opinion. I do. Jason Tur, Packers sell Aaron Rodgers and Adams for Rieger. Hi with the fire. How about this trade? Philly sends Rieger to the Packers for Packers parking attendant and 1 block of cheese. Done. But the cheese is 6 months expired, and we just call it blue cheese. So that's what we're doing. Russ Ball. That's Cheesehead TV. Performing miracles. Rigo with a tour. If no contract, should Packers aim for Landry? Sure. I don't think we can afford him. Like, can we give it to him in an IOU? And we're like, here you go, buddy. I promise I'll pay you in a couple years. We just gotta get things right. But come on and play for us anyway. Ugh. The cheese doesn't expire. Not if you believe in blue cheese. The mold gives it flavor. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told. Cardinals. Yeah, they did. They got James Conner, right? Didn't they get him a 3-year deal? I mean, considering how good he was, that man scored so many touchdowns last year. Like, so many. The Chargers social media game is so on point. It is so on point. J2, honestly, Chiefs would be better than him. Like, they're really good. They're really, 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 really good. You know what's going to happen, too. Like, I'm totally going to, like, sign up. Oh, there we go. Yay! It came out. All right, new Steelers. Thanks, LQ. New Steelers, Mitch Trubisky set to sign a 2-year deal with a base value of 14 mil per source. Oh, yeah, that's a steal. That's a steal. That's very, very reasonable. That's fine. 2-year base of 14? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'd take that all day, every day. If you're the Steelers, why not? They might still just draft one. But yeah, build an O-line, 14 mil? Okay. Sure. Why not? Why not? There you go. He did not have Cousins' agent. If he had Cousins' agent, we're going to pay him $36 million for 2 years. We're going to do that. There too. He's 100% unproven. No, he's a veteran QB. He's better than Mason Rudolph. Again, I think that his contract is an accurate gauge of what we know about him and his ability. Griffin Fire, as always, Belichick lets his talents walk. Yup, because they don't have that. They don't have that pull of Tom Brady no more. Like no one's gonna take a pay cut to stay with the Patriots because the Patriots aren't where they were. So, love it, Phillip Rivers. Jason Tour. Damn, I was hoping for Minshew for the Steelers. I want Minshew to go somewhere and be happy. JC with a fire. Talk about the greatest signing thus far. Tim Boyle Laser Show. 1 more year, baby. Let's get it. The Laser Show. Coming at you. Coming fast. Tim Boyle Laser Show. Coming to take over the world. What is he going to do? Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm happy for TBLS. Get your money, buddy. You get your money. You get your money. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, folks, I just want to hop on for an hour, talk about some crazy free agency stuff. I'll probably wind up streaming tomorrow because let's be honest, the craziness is not going to end. Wednesday is technically when the league year starts, and there's gonna be some crazy stuff. The Packers are definitely gonna make some moves, so there's gonna be a lot of videos. There's gonna be a lot of content. And there'll probably be some streams as well. So we'll be rocking and rolling with that. But I appreciate we had over 2,300 people tuning out for this stream tonight. I'll probably see you tomorrow night, and then we'll recap the whole damn thing. Probably reaction videos coming out tomorrow. Check out, I did a Tom Brady reaction to retirement. I think that came out pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. Jack, thank you, buddy. Join with a tenant. Thought this yesterday. Want a knowledgeable person's input. Would a kicker be worth the first round if guaranteed 100% accuracy within 55 yards? Make it to 38, minimum 3 points. Thoughts? Yeah, that question's been thrown around a bunch in the past, and I think the answer is 100% yes. Yeah, if you're guaranteed 3 points, 100%. Within the 55, 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely. But folks, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, Jason Ritter, Tom St. Holmes says do 5 push-ups, you give $1,000. I mean, I don't think he's going to give me $1,000, but how do I prove? I mean, I'll you know what? That's how we'll sign off. I'll do 5 push-ups. I won't get $1,000, but you know what? It'll be for fitness. It'll be for fitness. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it! Mom, I'm a winner! Nailed it. Hashtag exercising. Hashtag workout. Hashtag gains. Hashtag no more man boobs. Sorry, Trubisky. All right, I'll wait. We're just going to sit here now. All right. Rouse your gains. Rouse them. All right, I'll just wait for my $1,000 now. Okay. #1 fitness stream on YouTube. That's it. I'm going to fire a 5 for 5. Oh, is that what happens? Hey, we can actually sort of see you from the camera. Perfect. I don't know. All right, we're rouse the guns. Nailed it. Hashtag exercising, hashtag workout, hashtag gains. True. All right, so we're just gonna wait. Yoked. we're just gonna sit here in silence until the $1,000 comes. It has to go in through the Streamlabs too. Expired Outback Steakhouse coupon. Damn it! They get me every time. Damn. Didn't think you'd do it. My dad just told me you actually did them. Oh, St. Holmes, I did them. Jason Tour, St. Holmes pay up. Robert Tour, hashtag muscle. Nailed it. But folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, get those gains and go Pack Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.